Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and namaste to all my dear friends and masters. I'm Vikal Gupta from Bangalore, Omega Pyramid, Dallas, PSSM Corporate, and Pyramid Valley International. Welcome you all to this 365 days Stillness Beat meditation program. That is your daily dose of wisdom and meditation. So without further ado, I request Master Balaji to take us through the meditation and guide us. Good morning, Balaji.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, my dear friends, my dear masters and gods. A warm welcome to daily meditation. So, without any delay, let us step into meditation. Kindly take a comfortable posture, either on floor or on the chair or sofa, wherever you are comfortable. Be seated comfortably. Cross your feet, either on left on right or right on left. If you are sitting on floor, kindly squat your legs and clasp your fingers. If you are wearing any eyeglasses, kindly remove them off. They are not needed while meditating. Take the back support if needed so that the posture of your meditation, of your physical body, is very, very comfortable. And now, gently close your eyes. Start observing the breath which is flowing inside and outside. Let the breath be as natural as possible. Be observed the breath which is moving inside and outside. Let the breath be natural, normal, easy, soft, simple, and tranquil. Let us try to make our minds as empty as possible. If you come across any thoughts in your mind, gently cut the thought and bring your attention back onto your breath. Let there be no thoughts in your mind for this 45 minutes in this meditation. Be relaxed. Relax your physical body and mind. Let us dedicate this meditation for the world peace. Let there be no fights, no wars in the world. We will dedicate this meditation and the meditation energy to bring the peace in the world. Be with your breath, my dear friends. This is the greatest support we can give to the whole world. Be with your breath. Let us dwell into deep meditation with the help of music. Kindly do not open your eyes. Keep observing the breath. Be with your breath, my dear friends. Kindly do not open your eyes. Keep observing the breath, which is moving inside and outside. Another 15 more minutes of meditation. Be in the meditation. Be with your breath. Last 5 minutes. Kindly do not open your eyes. Keep observing the breath, which is moving inside and outside. Please bring your attention and your focus onto your heart center. Let us recap the statements of Ho'oponopono. Say to yourself, I am sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. And thank you. Let us repeat once again. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. And thank you. Let us repeat once again. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. And thank you. Be with your breath, my dear friends. Kindly do not open your eyes. Another 3 more minutes. Let us dwell into deep meditation. Let us memorize the 4 statements the four agreements given by Master Toltec. The first statement says, be impeccable with your words. The second statement says, don't take anything personally. And the third statement says, don't make any kind of assumptions. And the last statement, the fourth statement says, always do your best. Be with your breath, my dear friends. Another 2 more minutes. Kindly do not open your eyes. Thirty seconds. Four, 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Without opening your eyes, kindly place your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and you may open your eyes when you are ready. Thank you, my dear friends. We have done a beautiful 45 minutes of meditation. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Balaji, for guiding us. It was a deep and peaceful meditation. Thank you very much. So, dear friends and masters, we are in day 63 today, and let's move to the next segment, that is wisdom sharing. And we all know that the wisdom sharing theme of the week is conscious contemplation. So, let's welcome Master Prithvi to take us through the next step of the conscious contemplation. Over to you, Prithvi ji.
Thank you, Vikram. And thank you, Balaji. So before I start, Sirisha, who is joined as BSSM corporate on the call? Is it someone from our team?
Not sure, not from our team.
Okay, no problem. So friends, namaste. Hope you all took up the assessment that was shared on the group. If you did it, let's see what your strengths are. So please share what was that you discovered, the 5 strengths that you display naturally. So please type it on the chat before I start the topic. You can keep typing what are your 5 strengths so that we can start living a strength-based life, which is more clear and we feel more fulfilled. So today we will be talking about how contemplation will help us in regaining our inner control. So contemplation, we have seen that it is not about thinking more, but it is about becoming aware of awareness itself. Sometimes we cannot actually sit and meditate for a longer time when we are really busy in our life. Maybe we cannot give too much time for meditation and sit and contemplate for a very longer time. But what we need to do is just take few seconds, few moments of contemplation to become aware of our own awareness, so that what happens when we become aware of awareness is you get a control over yourself. So when we are busy in the life, there are layers of experiences that happen. The first layer is the event is happening. For example, maybe you're in a very stressful um, situation, and you see that, yeah, this stress is happening to me. You will watch. The second level is the thought is arising that, oh, this is very overwhelming, I'm not able to cope up with this situation. And then third layer is the emotion arises, the frustration, the irritation, the restlessness, the emotion starts reacting. Most of the people live in this first three levels. The event is happening, the thought is arising, and the emotion is reacting. The fourth level of experience is awareness observes. You start observing that, okay, these are happening and this is not me. So, contemplation is to become aware, to bring your observation into the situation. So, awareness observes, and the experience will start to transform once you start becoming aware of what is really happening. So you might take an example of the athletes under pressure. They are actually trained to contemplate in split moments, because every moment they have to be very alert, very aware, and take the control over the game. If they lose the control over the game, they will lose the game. So every moment they are under a lot of pressure. So what happens is, imagine a cricketer in a very tense match. The scoreboard is pressurizing, the crowd is shouting, there is an aggressive bowling in front of you, and you have to face it. It's a very challenging situation for an athlete, for a batsman there. What he does is, if he gets into the mind racing, like, what if I fail? What if I lose this match? What will people think? What will the teammates think about it? What will happen to the country? So, all these thoughts will be rushing at that moment. But if the cricketer, if the batsman gets into that storm of thoughts, his or her performance will decline. What they do is they take a contemplative pause. If you have observed any kind of games, when they are under a lot of pressure, what they do is they pause. They step back, they try to adjust their gloves, take a slow breath. They will have a look at the field, they will observe, and they bring back. In this pause, what is happening is they are actually putting the contemplation in action. They are bringing back their awareness into this moment to take the control over the situation. A lot of times, things keep happening around us and we think it is out of our control. So, the moment we pause and observe what is happening and see that, okay, I am overwhelmed with the situation, but the overwhelm is happening. The moment you become aware, you bring your contemplating pause in that moment, you start creating distance between you and the experience. That distance will give you the control. You will be able to control the situation, take back the control over the situation, and respond to the situation in the way you want it. So, yeah, as I told you, the contemplation will stabilize the observer in you. What we are doing in meditation is strengthening the observation, the act of observation. Sometimes, as I told you, we cannot sit and meditate and practice the observation. So we have to keep contemplating on what is happening Is it under my control? And what am I supposed to do? That will stabilize the observer within us. Once we start stabilizing the observer within us, the awareness also stabilizes and our life also becomes very stable. The mind becomes very stable. So, contemplation is basically training the observer and making the awareness more stable in the control. So, contemplation is not about escaping, it is regaining your authorship of your response. So, you take control over your response, you're not giving it away. That is what Ramana Maharshi always talks about. His way or his method towards self-realization was all about inquiring your own self, contemplating on who you are. So once one starts to turn inward and search for the source of the I, instead of saying, I am angry or I am getting stressed, if we just start seeing where is the source of this I coming from, just put the light on that I, you will see that it starts to vanish. The I starts to vanish because it doesn't exist at all. What remains is the awareness, the self, the consciousness. So that I that is reacting, that fears, that competes, when observed, it loses the grip. And what remains is just the awareness. Once we are aware, the right action will flow very naturally. So, today, before we get into the intention, friends, let's do a small activity. I want all of you to just close your eyes. I request all of you to close your eyes. And remember a very recent stressful situation in your life where you were tensed, where you felt the things were out of your control. Get back to that situation. Imagine what happened, remember it. What were the thoughts running in your mind? What were the emotions? What were you feeling? What was the sensation on your body? Where exactly you felt the stress? Where was the tension in the body? Observe. Observe the sensation. Now, observe who is observing the sensation. Observe the observer. This observer has no shape. And as you keep observing the observer, you expand. And you see it's only the awareness, an experience of awareness. And all the thought, the emotion, the body sensation was just a content of this awareness. Awareness itself is not stressed. It is very stable, very calm. Just observe the observer. Remember the state, friends. Let this awareness become a knowable state. You can get back to this awareness by choice whenever there is a need. Now slowly you can come back. And continue to intend for the day. Settle down in the heart space and repeat these statements after me. May I be safe. May I be free from fear. May I be at peace within myself. Now let's expand our awareness to our family, our community, our country, and the whole world. And through our heart, let's intend for the whole world. May all the beings be safe. May all beings be free from fear. May all the hearts soften. May there be compassion in every being. Let every being be in peace, and let peace prevail our world. May you be happy, and may all the beings be happy. Thank you. Over to you, Vikalji.
Thank you, Prithvi. Such a nice wisdom sharing again. So, masters, let's move to the next segment, that is the experience sharing. And today we have Master Yamini with us. Good morning, Yamini. You are on mute, Yamini.
Good morning.
Welcome to share your experience, Yamini. You can introduce yourself, talk about how you got into meditation, and share some experiences. Over to you, Yamini.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be a part of Stillness Beat. I'm grateful for today. And firstly, I'm truly grateful to my beloved Guruji, Brahmarshi Pitamaha Patriji, for introducing meditation to our family. And I'm also thankful to my parents for planting the seed of meditation when I was just 7 years old. And at that age, I didn't understand what meditation really meant. And honestly, I think as a child, you don't really feel the need of understanding it because you're already joyful, you're already pure and you're not overthinking anything. But growing up changes a lot of things. But firstly, I grew up in a home where meditation was quite normal. I watched my parents wake up early in the mornings from 4 to 7 or 2 to 5, depending upon their comfort, meditate, host spiritual gatherings, and conduct workshops. So I was pretty much comfortable with that environment. And it was just there, and I adapted myself to it. And as a child, I even had beautiful experiences in meditation, like being around that aura. Maybe I had some out of body experiences as well, third eye experiences, and very subtle states of awareness, which was really possible for me without any effort. Now I have to try a lot to achieve that state, but back then it was really easy, it was just flowing. But the interesting thing is, even with all these experiences, I truly didn't understand meditation, is what I feel, because experience is one thing and understanding is another. So, growing up, most of our day is not spent at home. Of course, we spend with parents, but it's mostly spent in schools with classmates, then in college with friends, and eventually in workplaces with colleagues. And slowly, a group consciousness starts shaping you. You start absorbing what everyone around you believes is most important, like career, competition, comparison, status, security, sometimes the belief systems from the family, relatives, fears from the society, the definition of success, morality for that matter. So slowly we form layers around us. By the time we enter our 20s, we are no longer our true versions. It's like we are conditioning walking around in a body. So suddenly you also want to create an identity for yourself, looking at everybody. So during my LLB, I started feeling a strange dissatisfaction within myself. I was studying law, but I wasn't deeply interested in the mainstream structure of education. And before that, I had also completed another degree, which was in science, and I was also fully not aligned with that either. Of course, I hold a dual degree, but I was quite dissatisfied with that too. While also being active in PSSM and PIMA, I started understanding things, but also I was doing a lot of things simultaneously. I was questioning everything. As I said, I want to create an identity. Uh, I want to stand for something. I want to question things. Why does society function like this? Or why are people choosing security over purpose? Or why are people choosing comfort over passion? And why does this whole education system is creating workers instead of thinkers, instead of philosophers, instead of spiritual scientists? So, because everyone around me seemed clear. They were preparing for jobs, they were preparing for corporate exams, and I kept feeling like, is this really what I want in life? Or is it just I'm flowing with the crowd? So at the same time, I was also carrying certain unresolved experiences from my childhood, certain negative experiences that I had never consciously processed. And I did not realize how much of them were actually influencing me with the present choices that I am making, even my dissatisfaction for that matter. So externally, it all looked like someone questioning the society and systems. Even in colleges or debates, I used to participate a lot. So it all looked like I was clear with what I wanted, but then internally I was very confused and I was avoiding it for a longer time. And that's when something started shifting in me. Meditation I started looking at meditation in a different perspective. As Prithvi was saying, contemplating consciously. So I didn't realize that I developed a victim mindset without even knowing. So it eventually became difficult for me to hold everything together. So then I realized I was treating meditation as a vending machine all these years, where you insert 1 hour of silence and then you receive a perfectly ordered life in front of you. So that approach itself is wrong. That's not happening. So then things shifted. And because I started observing myself more, not just in that 1 hour, 30 minutes of meditation, but also throughout the day, throughout all my thoughts, all my actions, all my words, I started observing. And in this process, it gave me something really uncomfortable. I realized that the incidents that have happened with me in my past have already happened, but I was still carrying them with me, repeating them internally, subconsciously, and identifying with them always, speaking about them as if they only defined me. So, meditation made me see that the event is one thing that happens, but the identity I build around it is another thing. So that was the major shift. And I realized life is not just happening to me, life is happening through me. See, an incident gives you an experience in that moment. After that, what remains is your attachment with that experience, your narrative, your identification. And slowly, I decided that I have to shed that identification. I started asking myself 3 to 4 questions every time. Is this thought truly mine? Or is this choice that I have made right now coming out of awareness or conditioning? Or am I reacting from my past memory or responding from clarity? So, as I started observing deeply all of this, I also began seeing the larger group consciousness and how easily we get shaped by the peer approval, by the social definitions of success and economic structures. So, instead of blaming the systems, I realized something even more important is if I am unconscious, anything can shape me. Everything can shape me. So, if I am aware, I can participate without being owned. So if something like a thought, a label, or even a positive identity, if it is not serving you towards your growth, if it is not allowing you to reach your highest potential, then I try to let go of it. And when I say I try to let go of it, it does not mean I am suppressing it or denying it. It means that I am observing it to such an extent that it naturally loses its grip on me. So meditation is not, it will not tell you that this is something really negative, this is something really positive. It is just that there is ignorance and there is awareness. So ignorance is when I operate unconsciously from my wounds, from my conditioning, from my fears, everything from my past. Awareness is when I try to see them clearly. And this time I choose better. This time I choose different. So meditation has given me one understanding that okay, just like how snakes they shed their skin once in a while, you also have to do it. You have to shed your older versions of yourself again and again. And it's okay to outgrow versions of yourself. You should outgrow your versions of yourself because that alone is the beginning of a real spiritual life, is what I believe. And earlier, I was trying to search purpose outside by whatever society is catering to me. But now I started with awareness from the inside. And that shift from experience to understanding and that shift from conditioning to contemplation has truly my journey right now. So, yeah, so to know yourself honestly, repeatedly, and relentlessly is what helps you in this process. So, that's my experience. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Yamini. It was so inspiring and it was kind of, wisdom sharing kind of thing. It was getting to thank you very much for coming and
Thank you.
taking
Thank you
our
so
time
much for
for
having me here.
sharing your
Thank you,
experience.
Prithvi,
It
and
is
thank you,
so
Balaji.
inspiring. Thank you very much. So, friends, time to conclude the session. Stay fine and have great day. And we'll meet you all again tomorrow at the same time. Till then, take care. Thank you very much. Bye bye.